Hey there everybody, it's Russ and Laura, and today we're going to ride one of the fun local climbs here in Tucson, Arizona. It's known as Sentinel Peak, or
a mountain.
What's fun about this is that it's close to town, and on Mondays it's car free. We're gonna go climb Sentinel Peak and talk a little bit about its history, how it got its A, and all that good stuff. If you're interested in doing this ride, I'm gonna have the Ride with GPS link in the description below, and we are starting this ride at
El Mercado and the Mercado Annex. Right here behind us is Transit Cycles. Great place to get your bike looked at. There's also coffee, food, and it's conveniently at the base of the climb.
All right, let's hit the road. So from Transit, you're on this road, I believe it's called Cushing or Crushing?
Cushing.
Cushing for a little bit until you get to the base of the climb, but you can already see the big A pretty much from Transit. So in pretty short order, after doing a couple of wiggles, you will land on a road called Sentinel Peak Road, which, as it would suggest, goes up to Sentinel Peak. But one nice thing is, even though this lower part isn't car free, there's a fairly good shoulder. It's pretty chunky. Right, so the first couple of 100 feet, you ride by some housing development, and then quickly those disappear, and you're greeted by our friends, the saguaro cactus. You'll also pass this little parking lot on the way up. Up ahead is the gate, which kind of denotes the car-free section.
So here we are at the gate, which tells us that it's car-free on the other side. Going up the rest of the climb, it is also car-free all day on Monday and every morning until 11 a.m.
So we rode this actually a couple days ago before we learned about car-free Mondays. I don't know, I think I like this better.
Yeah, I feel like there wasn't bad when there were cars, because there is this nice shoulder bike lane, but it's a lot nicer to just not have to think about it.
So some fun facts about A Mountain. It actually got its A back in 1914. Yeah, the University of Arizona beat Pomona College back in 1914.
Celebrating ever since.
Yeah.
The rock that they used to build the A actually comes from a quarry down near the base of the mountain. It's always white, painted white, except for a few random protests here and there, and rain for St. Paddy's Day.
One nice thing about this road is it's actually a one-way loop around the top. Kind of, so when it is open to cars, you only have to negotiate with the traffic going in the same direction as yourself. Just a great way to enjoy this peak that's right in town without all the noise of traffic.
All of these epic, epic views.
Some pretty amazing views of the different mountain ranges around here. So the Rincon Range, the Catalinas, Mount Lemmon. So an awesome viewpoint to just take in the surrounding desert. And there, my friends, is the A. And what have we learned?
Well, there's this lovely kiosk here that tells us that the valley below was farmed by the Hohokam Indians as early as 800 AD. Sentinel Peak was used as a lookout by early Native American tribes, as well as the Spanish settlers who arrived in the 17th century.
Supposedly, somewhere at the base of Sentinel, you can find mortars that were used to ground things into flour. We've not seen any, but supposedly they're here.
Probably tucked away where you can't disturb them.
But we could make some artisanal coffee.
Ooh, I like it.
There's also a cool kind of a gazebo overlook that we're gonna ride to, and you can really take it all in. Makes an epic spot for coffee outside, so let's do that. So sadly, as awesome as this Car-Free Monday is, it was actually the result of a pretty tragic death of a local cyclist, Rick Elwanger. Apparently back in 2018, he was up here riding his bike when he was struck and killed by a drunk driver, and that really created some public outcry to at least have a car-free day here on Sentinel Peak.
Seeing a ghost bike on the side of the road is always a sad thing for any cyclist. In this case, it's actually kind of heartwarming to know that something positive did come out of it, that there is this safer place for people to ride on Mondays.
So I believe in total the climb is just over 600 feet, and if you want to do repeats, you can do that.
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's not like an epic climb, but the views certainly are. So you get a great reward and just a nice, local spin.
So if you're visiting Tucson, this is definitely a ride to check out, especially on Car Free Mondays. We'll put the route information in the description below. If you want to see more videos of super fun rides that you too can do, check out the playlist. If you like this video, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, keep the supple side down.